Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your December 2019 general love reading. This is Mermaid Scales Tarot. Before anything, Sagittarius, happy birthday. I wish you guys all the best. For those of you who are turning a new year in December, I wish you guys a year of love, luck, and abundance. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. And what better season to launch my new online store where I'm selling these handmade zodiac candles. I made one for each sign, so you know, if you're watching for a Sagittarius, that might be a good gift. Or if you want to gift yourself, treat yourself, or any of your friends for the holiday season. I do want to say I'm also selling crystal sets, but both sets have sold out already. So I'm going to restock with the crystals and let everyone know once those crystal sets have been restocked. Alright, so let's get started. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and or stellium of Sagittarius. This is not going to resonate with every Sagittarius that watches this video. The intentions I set before providing these readings is that the messages that I provide are the ones that people need to hear the most. So if this doesn't resonate with you, Sagittarius, I suggest checking your rising, moon, Venus, other placements in different signs, because depending on the planetary aspects, those signs may resonate with you more than your sun sign at this time. Cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in the Sagittarius. Just please keep in mind, Sagittarius and cross watcher, that I'm picking up on both energies here, and energy is fluid. So if I'm explaining a situation or a scenario that's completely reversed, feel free to use your intuition and to flip the roles as you listen to the reading. You're more than welcome to do that. Finally, we all have divine masculine and feminine energies within us. If I'm saying masculine or feminines, I'm referring to the energies, not the gender or the sex. If anything is gender or sex specific, I will let you know. Alright Sagittarius, let's get started. Alright. I'm getting guided by spirit to say that something's going to resonate with animal print, like whether that's clothing, whether that's even a tattoo of like animal print or animal paws or something. Someone has that on them. I'm not really sure, but spirit wanted me to emphasize that. I don't know if that's a confirmation. Oh my god, I should have known this was going to come out. Okay, before I get started, let me move further with this. Wow. Sagittarius, on the bottom of the deck we have the Sun. With the Five of Pentacles being the situation at hand, I do feel like both of you, are really missing each other. Whether there's a period of no communication at this time, or there is a recent separation, or there was a recent breakup, or just you guys aren't talking as much as you used to, there's definitely a feeling that you guys miss each other, whether you guys are communicating that or not. You both are thinking of each other. You both are remembering the good times that you had. And I feel like either one or both of you are really realizing how much happier you are together than you are apart. And I do feel like for some groups out there, it's like one person has already been awakened to this connection. They're still waiting for the other one to. Or this is the period of time, Sagittarius, when both of you are awakening to this deep connection. Some of you could be involved with a Leo, but it doesn't have to be the case. Sometimes when the Sun comes on the spread, me as a reader, I take the Sun as, especially in this deck, a true soulmate connection here. That you guys really do make each other happy. But as we get further into the spread, there's some reason why you guys are not talking at this time. I'm feeling like there could be just differences in where you guys wanted to go with the connection, as like maybe someone at the time wasn't really ready to settle down. Either someone, also I see something about like career focus, or feeling like someone just felt like they didn't measure up to the other person in some way. And I'm also feeling there was some sort of self-sabotage that led to this separation between the two of you. But whatever the case is, and for whatever reason why you guys are separated, I deeply feel like the both of you, as time is passing, are realizing and acknowledging and feeling how much you miss one another, and how much they really made you happy, and how much they can make you happy. And should you guys reunite, should you guys reconnect, this can really expand to something that both of you may have not even been prepared for. But it's an overwhelming joy that this person definitely thinks of you, Sagittarius. Beautiful. At the center of the spread is the Five of Pentacles. This is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with an Earth energy. You could have Earth in your chart. Doesn't have to be the case. Yeah, you guys are separated either like physically, emotionally. I do feel like one person, especially with the Six of Swords crossing, may have tried to move away and mentally overcome the strong energetic connection that the two of you have. But at the end of the day, with this image of the Five of Pentacles in this deck, it's like you see them two embracing. One's in red, one's in blue. To me, that's divine counterpart. And what I feel like with this image in this deck the most is that there's separation, but a deep yearning of coming back together, a deep yearning of coming out of that feeling of being disconnected with one another, and really thinking and daydreaming about being reunited, being in each other's arms, holding each other, loving each other, spending time with each other. And I strongly feel like maybe one person out of the two maybe have left because they were trying to advance themselves in a certain project of some sorts, whether that is like they're part of corporate work, or if it's like their own artistic venture. I'm getting like just like someone who either writes or acts or sings or does music in some sort of way, and maybe they kind of distance themselves to improve their own career. And it doesn't have to be art anyway, it's just a message for someone out there that would resonate with that. But regardless, you guys are really, really missing each other. I do feel like it's mutual, so if that's not the case, then maybe this reading isn't for you. But I'm also seeing like a balcony where maybe you two, maybe you like have a balcony that has like this really big view of like a city you live in, or just like the countryside even for some. And maybe you guys spent time on that balcony hanging out, conversating, even maybe doing something more than that. I don't know. And I'm also seeing like a garden, like someone has a very lush garden. Rose garden? Someone out there. But you guys are really missing each other. And the challenge here that's crossing the both of you is trying to move on mentally. Like, again, whether someone like physically moved away from the other, like moved to different cities, different states, I don't know, or if it's just like trying to move on from them mentally. Like the second they think of you or you think of them, it's like you want to just preoccupy yourself with doing something else. But I don't think, definitely one of you can really fully move on. It always comes back to thinking about you, missing you, wanting to be with you again. You see these two people together, it's not one person apart from another. And that's the truth. You see the sword in the back, it's one sword. Ace of Swords to me. The truth is that you guys can't move on from another. And it's the strong energetic chemistry between the two of you. And for some reason, I feel strongly a feminine energy that has been trying to resist this the most. I kind of want to clarify to get some more information. Ooh, the Sun. Interesting. The Sun, the Knight of Swords, and Death. So interesting. We have the Knight of Swords coming twice. As well with Death. I do feel like there could have been some sort of... The Knight of Swords can be a very aggressive energy. Very argumentative energy. I don't know if there was something like a fight that happened between the two of you. Disagreement that just kind of escalated is what I'm hearing. Like something really escalated in conversation or what happened between the two of you, but it full on led to the end of both of you with death or this connection. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you have Scorpio somewhere in your chart. Could be a Sag Scorpio cusper. But whatever this was, whoever came off is very... And it could be mutual too, like you both were saying things you didn't mean to say. Really hurt one another to the point where you just, both of you thought it was just best if you went your separate ways. But we have the Sun again. And notice that Archer, Sag. So I do feel like for a lot of you, you could also be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I feel like, Sag, maybe you have just started recently thinking about this person again. I don't know if as your birthday comes around, maybe you hung out with this person. Maybe you've been with them for a long time on and off is what I'm hearing. But even if that's not the case, it's like some of you kind of wish that you were like, damn, I wish they could have been here for my birthday or be there for my birthday. Some of you are even waiting to hear from this person, hoping that they'll reach out to you on your birthday. But you both are kind of going towards the happiness, or just can't escape that feeling of happiness that you guys had together. Whether that fight or whatever disagreement or happened with that Nine of Swords energy and the Death energy, it's like you're realizing that it just couldn't really fully end without one or another. Like you guys know you're supposed to be on this journey together. And that's why you guys are reflecting each other so strongly. What's crowning is Temperance. This is the energy of Sagittarius. So, for one thing that indicates to me is that definitely for some of you, this person just realizes again and is awakening to how much they truly care about you, and they have you on their mind constantly. They have a deep love for you, but if they were the ones to start this argument or disagreement between the two of you, if they were the ones that kind of said something out of bounds or out of line, I think they're kind of doing a lot of healing on their own ego, on their own introspection of why they may have said something or why they may have acted in a way that was brash, that was, I don't know why I'm hearing like out of character almost. And they're doing that introspection of really looking and seeing exactly what happened and why. It's almost as if, you know, this was a part of them for so long to get defensive, to get argumentative, to deny, and to attack when they feel like they're being attacked. But they're healing that. I feel like they're really doing a lot to balance their emotions and their passion, especially, I don't know why, it's like anger problems are kind of coming up for some, not all. And they're kind of really taking the time to balance that out. And a lot of it is because of you, Sagittarius. A lot of it is because they wanted to change for you. Others of you, this is straight up divine timing at play. And I feel like a lot of you do know that. But it's as if like things still in the background, whether you realize exactly what they are or not, have to still be worked out before it can really come to the fruition of your reconciliation or your reuniting again. I'm seeing orange, strong gold. Someone could be wearing that, but I'm also feeling strong sacral and solar plexus energy. And to me, that's also feminine and masculine energies kind of balancing each other out. And so one may have acted, I'm hearing like very like masculine, aggressive, over-dominating, overbearing. And so they're learning to kind of balance that with their feminine energy within themselves. A lot of messages there though, so pick what resonates. But really for most of you, it's that they just can't stop thinking of you, Sagittarius. Yeah, guys, what's rooting this is the Ace of Cups. True love. I'm not even feeling like this is a beginning. I'm feeling like this is the knowing that whoever or whatever is the other person, they represent that true love to you, and vice versa. They still think of the nights that they spent being with you. I don't know, I feel like there's a vacation specifically that you two went on together that like they enjoyed and think about like all the times. And again with that balcony, like you guys must, I don't know, someone spent a lot of time on the balcony with someone else, like talking or even romancing. And I feel like someone, obviously this isn't going to be for everyone, has like very, very pale skin. But there's sincere love here, guys. And weirdly enough, it's almost like I'm feeling with this card for the first time that there's a need for reconciliation or an apology for a union of this love to really continue to manifest and evolve. So if there was an argument, if things were said, I feel like someone's really being urged to reach out and apologize because it's just undeniable the feelings they have for you. And if it wasn't even any fight or whatever, I do feel like someone just wants to restart this love that you two had that they haven't felt with anyone else. Yep, in the recent past, Knight of Swords. I'm almost feeling like for some of you too that this argument may have been in public, like around other people, which kind of just fueled the escalation of where things really went. Or maybe it was like you two were fighting at like an event or a party. So not for everyone, but it was very public for some of you what went down between the two of you. Others, I feel, I don't know why I get this feeling too that maybe when this separation happened, someone tried to move on too fast and get someone new in their lives and try to show off to you, or it could be vice versa again, that they have someone new, that I'm over you or whatever, and try to make it as public as possible in a brash kind of disrespectful way. But I'm feeling if that's the case, it was only to stir you up. It was only to make you upset. And that's for a small amount of you, obviously not all of you. Most of you, it's definitely in this regards to a fight or an argument or a brashness or a rash decision that someone felt kind of disrespected by it. And that's why someone, you know, felt like it just had to end. I'm done. You know, you crossed a line. But in the near future, we have the Three of Wands. And a Three of Wands for me as a reader, a lot of times I feel this sense of when, you know, the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it's someone standing over a cliff and they're watching. I mean, it kind of depends on your interpretation, right? But sometimes I interpret it as someone watching they made the decision to go out and proceed to move forward with their dreams, so they're sending their first cargo out to sea and they're watching it proudly because they finally made that initiative to go out there and to create passionately. Anyway, so sometimes I feel like with that card, where I feel here is that both of you are kind of energetically sending out this cord to one another, and you both feel it strongly, and yet it's like you both are still waiting for one another to come back to each other for this reunion you both want. I can't emphasize it enough. It's on both sides. Just to be together again. More fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with another Sagittarius or another Aries. Or I mean, why did I say that? Someone definitely has Aries in their chart, or an Aries is watching this, but or another fire sign is what I meant to say. But yeah, I strongly feel like a reunion's coming, and I almost feel like this person's gonna feel pressured to reach out to you, or maybe they already have, I don't know, time's fluid, on your birthday or near your birthday, because it's like that love they still have for you. They still want to wish you like happiness on your day. And if that's the case, I feel like that's when things will escalate. You guys will continue to talk and then start to plan for that action to really move things forward. Your energy, Sagittarius, is the Ace of Wands. I just heard brown chicken, wow, wow. Like, okay. I feel like you're very, very sexually attracted to this person. There's never been denying that. Like, you never... I'm calling it like I see it, okay? You've still been very, very attracted to this person, and because of that, it's definitely more than that, don't get me wrong. There's love here. But there's a fire within you, Sagittarius, that, you know, maybe if it's not them that will reach out to you, you may be the one to instigate this passion again, because it may just be so long that the fire can't be burned out. It's just so strong how you feel for this person. But again, see that there? To me, that looks like two people. And so I feel like you're excited about this, or maybe as you're hearing this, you're getting excited, and just from feeling that this person energetically is still there with you. And again, I feel like even some of you even have been like lightweight talking to this person, you know, been messaging back and forth, but it's never really been taken there. Again, you know, like maybe you guys have started friendly conversations just to be like, oh, how have you been? I hope you're doing well. But it's like as you're still reconnecting for some of you, it's like more and more as it's going. But the Five of Pentacles still is at the center, so it's not where you want it to be, and you're still feeling somewhat left out. But for some of you, it's just exciting to you to even think about this person coming back into your life. Again, if the roles are reversed, the roles are reversed. Interestingly enough, their energy is the Tower. I'm not really sure if you guys have... Okay, so there's a couple things. For those of you that was resonating with that message I said about someone like trying to find someone new very quickly just to show them off to you, I think for some, that person turned out to be kind of shady. Maybe they cheated on them. They found them messaging or even like being in bed straight up with someone else. But for the majority of it all, I do feel like this is a realization. This is a realization that clearly they don't want to see you with anyone else. They can't take the fact if you were to move on from them to be with someone else because they feel so strongly for you. But let's clarify. But there is a message here. Someone may have very, very small boobs or have been thinking about getting like breast implants or something, but this person likes the fact that you have small boobs, or likes your boobs regardless of what you think. That is a message for someone out there. Not everyone, obviously. And someone has a sexy ass body too, like abs, pecs, biceps, triceps. They got guns straight up. For someone out there. Why is the Tower here? Or someone could be really tall as well, like over 6 feet tall. Oh, okay. Two of Coins. Page of Coins. Ace of Swords. Interesting I said Ace of Swords earlier in the reading because I was definitely feeling that energy. So, a couple things with this Two of Coins card. First of all, it's like they've been back and forth about if the two of you should really be together. Like, they know, I guess this is the thing, they know your value, they know you feel like, or they feel like you're the one for them, but they don't know if you are willing to put your time and effort into it as much as they want to. And so that's maybe what's kind of holding them back. But with the Tower, with this, it's like they're being forced to make the decision, whether it is guided or whether it is inevitable. Because the Tower is all about inevitability, especially in the upright. So they're making that decision to start seeing what they can do to start investing in this. So like, again, how can I strike up conversation? Let me see what they're up to. Maybe they're even looking at, you know, social media or just like asking around about you. But they're starting to want to make an investment in this connection. And I think they're going to come and, again, they're going to tell you their truth, Sagittarius. They're going to tell you that they love you and that they've been thinking of working on this again from what you two have, because they do see the value in the connection. And honestly, I'm even hearing like, no one makes me happier than you do. With that Sun card back there especially. The highest hopes is the Fool. Again, more Aries and Aquarius energy here. A new beginning. A brand new clean slate. Let's just let everything in the past be in the past. I do feel like they will apologize because they, again, or whoever said something out of line or disrespectful or whatever the case was, I do feel like they will sincerely apologize for what happened. And leaving the distrust, the snakiness, the shadow behind them to move forward, to be with you. They're taking hardly any old baggage, old habits, with them when they move forward with you. They just want to start brand new, Sagittarius. I'm also getting an energy that someone really likes to ski or snowboard a lot, like take a lot of ski trips or snowboarding trips. Maybe there's one in plan for the near future for some of you. But they want to move forward because they love you. I mean, I can't, and they still have a contract with them that they still want to fulfill with you. And that they feel like it can only be fulfilled with you. Deepest fear, 5 of Swords. I mean, 5 of Swords is just all about, like, again, fights, disagreements, but it's like ego involved, right? Like trying to play with someone else or saying something disrespectful so they can feel either empowered by it or like they, you know, it's like I'm picking up an energy that someone always has to have the last word. They just can't, someone just can't either like let something go, let bygones be bygones, let's agree to disagree. And so it's like almost as if having that same energy of conflict, arguments, disagreements, or that even catty, egotistical type of energy, arrogant energy, like almost as if someone's kind of condescending in some way. And again, it's like kind of, this is just a small side note. It's like, I'm not saying this person's horrible. We all have our flaws. And it's funny because I always describe some bad parts about someone, and it's always like, oh, they're the horrible person, blah, blah, blah. Well, let's be real. Everyone has horrible things about them, or just not the best things about them. And I would tell you guys, like I did in Pisces reading, I don't know if you guys have Pisces in your chart or something, but I would tell you if someone's energy was just bad, right? I'm not feeling like this. I'm feeling like this is just the fear of that continuance without any growth, but I am seeing growth. I feel like someone needed to hear that for clarity. But it's like, I'm also getting, it's just like, you know, this strong sexual attraction is there between the two of you, but it's like almost a fear that you guys just can't get along to save your life. And for the likely outcome, we're going to go ahead and take that to Vimeo. So if you're interested to see the likely outcome of this situation for you, Sagittarius, and any advice for you going in to Sagittarius season, go ahead and check out the description box for where the Vimeo link will be there for the extended reading. But before we go, I will pull a card from the Romance Angels deck. So you guys, for those who have been resonating with this reading, you may not be communicating at all or even as much as you'd like to. I'm going to ask Spirit to see how they feel about you, Sagittarius, or their energy towards this connection between the two of you, so it can provide any further insight to the connection you guys have. How do they feel about Sagittarius at this time? Oh, worth waiting for. I mean, divine timing is what I said at the beginning of this reading. So divine timing is definitely at play. And with this love yourself first, Sagittarius, that was exactly what I was talking about with that card in that position there. I feel like they're really working on themselves because they know they have to be the best version of themselves before they approach you again. Or they have to, you know, I feel like for some of them, they've kind of recognized that maybe they've gotten away with things in the past that didn't serve you. And they're just making up for themselves with this time apart, things that they can change within themselves in order to truly be with you. And that's what the whole divine timing is at play here. Is strongly what I feel. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and take this to the extended reading. If this resonated with you, please guys let me know in your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. Go ahead and check out my online shop if you're interested in a zodiac candle, or the crystal sets are sold out, but I promise I'll be restocking very soon, so keep an eye out. I love you guys so much. Happy, happy birthday, you guys. I wish you all the best. Take care.